Have you ever looked into a woman's tear-bright eyes and felt destiny tap your shoulder? That's your mission, hero. Rescue her and she'll love you forever. It sounds noble, almost cinematic. Sweep her from chaos, outshine every villain in her past, prove that kindness conquers abuse. But what if that impulse isn't courage at all? What if the urge to fix her is a carefully camouflaged trap, one that drains your time, your money, your sanity, and still leaves her unchanged? Tonight we slice open the myth of the male savior, the well-mannered, big-hearted guy who confuses compassion with codependency and winds up collateral damage. Stick around, because in the next few minutes we'll expose why saving often means sinking, how villains are sometimes invited rather than chased, and exactly what to do instead so that empathy strengthens rather than bleeds you dry. Ignore this problem and fast forward 3 years. You've paid her credit card debt, driven midnight miles to collect her from bar fights, coached her through breakups she stages every fortnight, with the same abusive ex you were supposed to outrank. Your own friendships erode because every conversation tilts toward crisis management. Promotions slip by, you're too drained to innovate. One night the phone buzzes, she's reconsidering things after coffee with the ex. You realize you've become an unpaid therapist competing against the very chaos you vowed to erase. Stretch the timeline further, bitterness calcifies, and the next woman who simply mentions a rough childhood triggers your flight reflex. Do nothing now and your future relationships will inherit the debt of every rescue mission that failed. Meet Luca, a bright software lead who believed love equals fixing pain. His girlfriend Lena swore she'd escaped a tyrant ex, yet messaged the guy for closure. Luca booked joint therapy, blocked the ex's number, even wrote comparative pros and cons lists to prove he was the healthier choice. Behind his back, Lena kept meeting the tyrant for adrenaline-laced nostalgia. When screenshots surfaced, Luca's certainty imploded. How could she choose him after everything I did? Simple, she never asked to be saved, she asked to be entertained. The savior role blinded Luca to that truth until the bill arrived in heartbreak. Case 2, Marcus, 28, met Zara, a self-proclaimed wild soul. She hinted at trauma, drunk father, toxic friends, and Marcus pledged to show her better. He funded rehab consultations she skipped, introduced her to calmer circles she ghosted, burned vacation days to be there after club nights ending at dawn. Meanwhile Zara slipped back to the comfort of chaos, tallying Marcus's kindness as just another resource. Gentlemen, quick pause, have you ever been Marcus or Luca? Share the moment you realized you were working harder on her life than she was. Your story may jolt another man awake, and I'll spotlight the 3 most eye-opening accounts in our next live breakdown. Drop details, not just feelings. Precision helps everyone diagnose patterns faster. Let's hand you the first escape rope. Validate effort before investment. When someone describes a problem, ask what steps they've already taken. If the answer is vague or externalizes blame, red flag. Offer one low-cost aid, a book link, a podcast episode, and watch for follow-through. Genuine seekers act, emotional vampires circle back with fresh disasters. Second rope, separate empathy from execution. You can listen without promising action, you can care without carrying. Rehearse this line, I believe in your ability to tackle this, what's your next move? If she dodges ownership, the pattern prints itself in neon. But awareness alone won't inoculate you, the savior itch is stubborn. In lonely hours you'll recall the dopamine rush of being needed and mistake it for intimacy. Picture scrolling social media at midnight, seeing a cryptic story from her, panic sparking, she must need me. That reflex can drag you back. To guard against relapse, build an identity where usefulness isn't your only currency. Skill stacking, languages, strength training, creative hobbies, generate self-worth independent of rescue dramas. Absence of crisis should feel like peace, not emptiness. Here's the complete protocol. 1. 3-gate filter, before offering help, check _need, request, reciprocity. If she hasn't demonstrated all 3, step back. 2. Resource cap, Set a monthly ceiling on time and money you'll allocate to another adult's issues. Breach equals pause. 3. Mirror audit. Each morning state, I am responsible for my emotions, others are responsible for theirs. Repeat until reflexive. 4. Accountability circle. Share decisions with 2 friends who will call you out if savior mode flickers. 5. Exit script. Prepare a respectful boundary sentence. I care, but I can't continue in this role. Let me know when you've started step X on your own. Practice it aloud so adrenaline doesn't steal your words. Execute these 5 and the savior trap loses its teeth. Connection shifts from rescue fantasies to adult partnership. Tomorrow morning, when someone's crisis tumbles across your screen, pause. Ask whether stepping in enhances both lives or merely props up a loop. Choose deliberate action over reflexive martyrdom, and watch respect, for her and for yourself, rise. If this framework lit a bulb, hit subscribe. Each week we unpack another hidden habit sabotaging men's growth and replace it with a field-tested upgrade. Like the video so the algorithm keeps our circle free from rescue porn, and share it with a brother stuck in white knight quicksand. Until the next upload, stand firm, serve wisely, love without losing yourself. Stay sharp, gentlemen, I'll see you soon.